recorded slide, but meant to be like a video style, so I just might get right to it. I don't know exactly what's in here. They'll all have to come back to me, but it's the set box. It's a little dirty. I don't know if the deck's actually complete, but I know it's a 100 card deck, or it's meant to build as one. I think either I modified it or something, because I remember like going through the other stuff that I saw some cards I thought was in there. So let's see. But opening this bottom part right here is where just got the B20. It does a live counter. Except that's just hold bottom, flip on top. It looks like it's a full deck. Okay. So this was built as a commander deck. And I discovered that I still had this as of yesterday. And had some help retrieving it today. And I'm thinking I might keep it together, but I don't know. The commander, I think it's worth, let's see. I'm also going to do some price checks on here, just for a couple of them. It's only going to be 100 cards for the price check, you know, so you could say there's stuff like that. But there might be some like hidden gems in here that I don't know about. I do remember I didn't spend that much money on this deck, but that was back then. And some, you know, how Magic cards tend to fluctuate in price. So, sorry. Sadly, go to the CCG player, which I highly recommend anyone to use this site if they have like Pokemon cards that they want to get rid of or anything like that. It gives you like the perfect price guide. So I remember using it too because this deck was I built this deck about a year and a half before. I want to say 2 years before I left the last room that I was in. So this deck's about like maybe 5-6 years old. I just don't know how well it's going to load up. Actually, I don't think it's going to at all. Oh, there it is. Just type it in. Search for it. But if this search engine takes too long for me to do, I'll probably just pick out a few. But I want to pick out the commander because this one wasn't. It's actually pretty kind of. It's played with. You know, there's no like actual dents or anything like that, but you can see some like wear and tear on the side. Well, not tear, just wear down just a little bit. So it's considered like lightly played to moderately played. I usually take good care of my stuff. Even if I do clear the cards. So what's up here? I remember buying new sleeves for this deck too. Not too long after. Okay, so it's this card's like a $34 card. There's also like copies of it that's worth more. It's a pretty alright price. And if I just go from here, then I can like throw out a pile right here, go through it. This one definitely, I know. This one I looked up. Essentially, Divining Top was a It didn't get a reprint for a very long time, up until like somewhat recently, like a couple years ago. This is the original copy. And since then, it went from like being uncommon to being mythic rare. And the original copy, from what I understand, if it's in no key condition, this one is not really. Like you can see some kind of, you can see that's been played. So it's probably worth about like $19. So there's that. I already know the price of that. I might just keep this deck together. There's like nothing that's like crazy. This one might be. I'll probably leave that one now. This guy right here. It's a foil too. It's a foil mythic commander. Those are pretty harsh to come by. So let's go with that. Type that one in. This deck was essentially, it was made to copy. That's what the commander in itself does. You cast a historic spell, which that means like an artifact, a legendary card, or saga. Well, no, I'm sorry. If you cast an artifact, legendary, or saga card, which is a newer version, you just draw a card. Okay. Let's type in him. See if he is him. If he's or something. It's not Barless, which is a shame. Game or shit. Maybe that's blue. Let me see. That sucks. No, not really. It's like worth $1.50. Man, this Karn's one of the characters that's like a long time into how Magic used to be. Or not. I'm sorry. The story, like to read the books, which I didn't, but always knew about them. So it's pretty interesting. Like keep on going through this stuff. There's something I could probably use. But it's not worth all that much. It's probably not going to look that one up. That's a rare. That's a rare. I've said all rares aside. This one came from a pretty expensive set. So that could be next. This one's also a land. I don't remember the set it came from. That's land nonetheless. I mean, these lands, especially if they're older ones, they do come for a pretty penny. So, oh, so another card that I pulled or found in my collection, my other collection, another land. It came out. It was a green one, but it's from the same set. The green one came out to $31, so that one's gonna be pretty interesting to look at. Not gonna find another one in this deck because what this deck is and with this, what it's supposed to, the format is that you're only supposed to have a copy of each card that's set, unless if it's basic land, obviously. But one copy of any card. That's it. Just one. If it's a legendary land, you only get one in your. So look these up. That one might be worth something. Treasure map. I don't think it is. Sorry, it's not. Treasure map's just a fun little one. All right, because I pulled that one from like a later set. It's not treasure maps. That one probably isn't going to be either. This one definitely. All this dust is the definite one I'm going to have to look at. Hey, this game got crazy after a while. If you guys are like, if you're old school or not, I don't know. This one just says each player sacrifices. So if it's indestructible, it doesn't matter. You have to sacrifice it. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents they control. All colored permanents. It's crazy good. Crazy good. This one's from the same set too. The set I'm talking about, by the way, is called Double Masters. So clamp, I said, huh, there's another copy of one. I already have like I didn't know I had another one in my set my other collection. Skull clamp is probably one to look up. But, uh, that one's quite mythic. This one I know the set, so it's expensive now. That one's a toss up. I'm curious about it though. Here, here. Probably won't be much. These will probably not worth much, but they might be, you know, or no. And that's my approved River and Startled Week. So that's a decent one right there. I mean, I doubt I have like something that's like insane, except for maybe all its best. So that's what I'm gonna look up first because I know the recent set that came out. Oops, recent set that came out was dealing with Eldrazi and it's Eldrazi spells, so that was not included in the set. So it could very well be um, up there. Not really up there. It's like $6. I mean, I wouldn't sell it for $6. To be honest with you, this copy is $6 anyway. It's not foil, so I mean, there's that. Uh, the other uh, Steam Vents next. But yeah, $7 is like I don't remember spending that much money on this deck. To be honest with you, I do remember having some most of the cards already, and then I ended up trading for most of them. Like I can't say I didn't spend any money on it because how else are I going to get cards, right? But I do have a new rule. And if the card is over $20, I tend to not play with it because no. Okay, so that one's like a $12 card, but it's a land card. I could probably just take that out and probably put something else in. That's when it can go into the binder. Desolate Lighthouse. Non-extended art. Yeah, that's staying in the deck. In fact, I'm gonna immediately just put it over here. It's only a 5 cent because you have to tap it and then tap 3, and then you get to draw a card and discard the card. So it's like it's not even that great, but it fits the theme with it. That's what I was trying to do. So okay, this land right here. Oh, okay. City. Yeah, yeah. You can get this can get replaced by an uh, $18 for this right here. As a light, it's getting a little bit weird in here, but we'll work with that. $18 for this. Yeah, that's going over there as well. Um, yeah, and that's just like the basic shape of it. I think if you got a Borderless, maybe it'll probably do look more, but since I don't have Borderless, it's kind of useless to look that up. This guy I haven't heard of before, but it's a mythic. It's a planeswalker. So he's and he deals with great stock illusions, but I think I just put him in there for his +2, which is draw 2 and then put a card from your hand bottom of the library. So draw 2, put 1 back on the bottom. And then you can exchange your hand in library. Exchange your hand with your library, then shuffle, and then you get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Okay, that's a little bit nuts. What the dog do? Nice to create weak dog illusion creature token with this creature's power token when you put twice the number of cards in your hand. Oh, so you want to try to get the dogs out and essentially do his ultimate, pick up your deck, and then you have all these dogs. If you can lock someone down with that, but it seems like a lot of work because he starts with 5. You get to do the +2 at least 3 times, and you want to get at least one dog out. Probably going to need at least 2, and then deliver by his 10. But he's a blue card, so I don't know. Warning County. I don't think so. Yeah, he's a. That's a problem. 64. He's $1, so he can stay. He can stay. We'll let the dogs out. He's fine. Okay, these two next to are from Double Masters. I do have a decent vote for them. Take your time. So I'm not really too concerned about keeping this deck together. I'm more thinking about like I can use some of this with the actual deck that I'm keeping in mind together. I'm thinking maybe. So now that I have like a means of to go about doing so, I could possibly do it. Not retro. You can stay. You're only 13 cents, which is sad because that Double Master set is very expensive. Magus. The it's an art. Isn't that proper card? No, it's 18 cents. Okay, so I kind of did have like the similar thought process of don't play with expensive shit back in the day. From what it seems, it's either that or I wasn't thinking about it. Startle Awake, this card's really interesting. So it's a sorcery. Target opponent, it's 4 converted. Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of his library into their graveyard. I could pay 5 while this is my graveyard to, pay 5 to put Startle Awake from the graveyard into the battlefield, transform as a sorcery. And then the transform state is a persistent nightmare, which is a 1/1 with Shulk. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. That's why he's a 1/1. Cannot be blocked, essentially. And then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, return it to your hand. So they could shuffle itself, essentially. So you can cast this, and then next turn, get it back out as a 1/1, and then eventually hit somebody with it. And get it back into your hand. It's a mill card. And there's a couple mill cards in this deck because that was one of the ways to win. It's either that or copy Fireball, pretty much. And I had plenty of ways to do like copy a couple times. I had ways to get mana outs. There's another card right here that makes them mill the same amount of cards that they have in a graveyard, so it's intense stuff. All right, start away. Yeah. So you stay. You are 79 cents. How do you feel? Feel like you're cool? Cool that you're cheap? 34. Now that this is loading up pretty fast, whenever you get successfully turn draw a card, you are a 55-cent card. Good job. The reality chip. This is an interesting card. So it's a 2 converted legendary artifact creature equipment. It's paid the unique configure cost to attach the target you control will attach this is in a creature. As long as this attacks your creature attached to a creature, you play a land and cast spells from the top of your library. And oh yeah, we can look at the top of your library anytime, regardless if it's attached or not. So reality chips just like one of those two casting. Oh, I can see what sends out the here now. And if you equip it to something, then you have the chance to cast it. Or play it if it's in. Otherwise, it's a 2 casting 0/4. So pretty. I wouldn't say it's strong, but I mean, I'd say it's kind of cool. $1.50. Not really worth continuing to take apart this deck. I don't know about this one because I feel like it's from like a starter deck. It is a foil mythic planeswalker, so let's see. I don't know why it's in. Oh, because it helps me. It helped me draw. Now that I'm looking at it, that's really all it did. It did some damage too, but like I mean, when you look at it, it's like so. I mean, it's not worth the mana. Storms is right there. Yep. Even the foil version. Even the foil version is 25 cents. So this one's cheaper. This one only costs 3. Even this first ability is a lot stronger. It's not just draw card. This one's scry, so you can like keep like, pretty much what it is that you have your deck, and when you scry one, you look at the top card of your deck and you choose to keep it on top of your deck, or you can put it in the bottom. Say like it gives you an opportunity to see what the next card you would potentially draw. And if you're like, I don't think I want to draw this one right now, then you just put it in the bottom. And then it does 1 damage to each opponent. That's its +1. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, even that first ability is a lot better than Mutants. Half the cost. For healer revenue. I mean, hey, it is more expensive. Just not much. It's done. Where are the big boys? Where are the big boys? Try you next. Actually, no. The Dragon Spirit I'll try next. Just in case I get bored of looking through this. I'm trying to do that kind of that buffer thing. So something looks pretty. It looks badass. It's from the same set as the that $18 land is from. When this card dies, it's a 6/6 flying, board 3. I forget what board does, but when it dies, choose one, return any number of target non-land permanents with a tall mag 6 or less to their owner's hands. Or I can mill 6 cards and return up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from the graveyard to my hand. That's all right. I think board 3 said like they can't target it unless they pay 3/1 mana. I think that's what it is. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Is it? It's not. Okay. 1,000-Year Storm. It's a mythic. So, we'll see. When you cast an instant sorcery spell, it's an enchantment. Copy it for each other instant and sorcery spell you cast before this turn. You may choose your copies. It's essentially it's one of the ways I had to copy Fireball or any other card that does that. Deal X amount of damage to target player. 1,000-year storm. You're not portals. Yeah, it's a $2 to $3 card. Dr. Smith. I'm drinking cranberry juice. Not even juice. It's just cranberry mix. Like the powder mix. The powder mix. Now I'm really concerned because I was really excited when I first looked into this. And now I'm like going through it and I'm like, oh, I did have the same thought process. To not spend any money, just go off with what I knew. Blue Mega, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anymore because like I'm looking at it. It is a mythic into wizards, so it's like the wizards are pretty semi popular. Four converted, flash. About when it's available, copy targeting. Okay, so it's a flash copy, but you can also copy opponent's spells if they play something that I would like to copy. Oh no, never mind. It says that you control. Well then, never mind. There's a theme. If you see me go over here and put it down, then it's not it. Maybe this one. Artifact control effects proof at the beginning of your upkeep. You can control the artifact at the highest degree of mana cost, or tie it for the highest degree of mana cost, or whatever. 15. Okay. Okay. All right. One of my favorite cards of all time, Skull Plant. It's a one artifact. Equip creature gets +1/-1. Pass one more to equip it after you have it out. When equip creature die, or when equip creature is put into the graveyard, you draw 2 cards. So you kill your own creatures, so you draw more. But it's a very cheap way to draw stuff. So back in the day, people used the hell out of this card. So I don't know if people still do now. So we have to see. It looks like it. And it kind of depends on what version I have. Yeah, it's a it's still like a $6 card, but it stays. Um, just because of how old it is. This card was printed in 2011, so 13 years. I mean, and it's in really good condition still. But I'm putting it over there just because I'm happy with it. Uh, Healing Stone. Yeah, this is the other no card I was talking about. Healing Stone. Nope. Yeah, it's a miss. Skip top one. Just one. Astral Card, both yeah. What does it do? Nothing. Probably won't even stay in the deck. Pyramid or Pantheon, maybe. No, I don't know. It seems weird. Seems weird. Yeah. Says here it's a 15-cent card. It's a cheap bastard, I guess. Mr. Falcons. Good inning. 40 cents. uh, copies is spelled 3 times over one time. Or 8. I doubt it. $0.23. Ugh. Ugh. I kind of don't want to anymore. I don't know, man. I'm going to go Calamity. This deck, aside from like the 2 land cards and a couple cards over here, is proving to be worth about like $10. Damn. Whatever the order is a counter spell that's decent. Looks decent. If you attack with a creature this turn, you pay 1 island rather than pay the spell's mana cost and it just counters the spell. Huh? Cool. Oh, this is a pain. This is hell. Oh god. Why were the cards I looked up yesterday just so much better than what they're played with? Like this kind of come on, man. Like nothing like actually went up in price. Jesus Christ. What about this guy? There's no way. Like, I was reading it already. Mhm. Not like this. I mean, it has a Sphinx on it. The Egyptian Sphinx. Let's see. I haven't been looking at this deck. I'm just even wondering like, what the hell was I thinking? It doesn't look as good, nearly as good as I thought it was going to be, but at least I have like the sleeves and a couple other cards. It just seems like a mess, but at least now I have something to do for until tomorrow. It makes sense. It, okay. Chain reaction. Okay, this one maybe. It may be worth like $3, $4. Let's see. Oh, some of these sets just don't seem like they were worth buying at this point. Like it's the more I look at this stuff, it's like the more I'm starting to understand like how sets can just like die out of value. You gotta be careful with that stuff. I did not spend a dime, and I thought when I said that, I really thought I didn't. I thought that maybe there's going to be more, but I really just went cheap on this. I don't even think I meant to. I don't think I was spending money on the game at this point. Engulf the shore, bounces back. Future stuff is less than London islands you control. I mean, maybe. I had high hopes. I kind of blinked for a second, and blinks. Oh, it's 50 cents. I'm sorry, 40 cents. I was looking at the wrong one, the wrong copy. Primal Amulet. This is making me upset. Like, I think maybe now I may have enough. Oh, really? Okay, you're not being played with. You're going over there. That's an $11 card. Why is it $11 card? Because the infinite versus spell, the charge counter on this card. Then if they're four or more, you may remove those counters and transform it. And so what? Primal is Wellspring. Tap, add, it turns into a land. Tap, add one mana of any color to your mana pool, and that mana is spent to cast an instant sorcery spell. Copy that spell and make it. Oh, oh, oh my god. Now I'm worried if I keep it. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like it might be pretty good for my deck. Um, I'm sorry, it's a $9 card, but still, I mean, that's still better than what I thought it was going to turn out to be. This is a card called Demon Fire. It's a rare. Red. It's essentially a fireball. The creature still damages this ways. Kill the creature with it. You can sword from the game instead. Hellbent, no cards on the cannot be countered by spells or abilities, and the damage cannot be prevented. Oh, that's why I did it. Because I would have like a ways to copy spells that are in the field, so I can try to get the cards out of my hand and throw it out there. And like, can't do anything about it. You know, it's gonna hit you. Demon Fire. But it doesn't sound like it would go into a deck like this. It sounds like it would go into like a black and red. It is. One penny. I'm sorry. No, that's the wrong copy of it. It's 25 cents. It was reprinted into an uncommon. Brass bounty. Creates treasures. So there's that. I think treasures are a thing right now. Rest. Tea. Not really. No, it's 50 cents. I'm going to save this one for last because it has the most potential because it's a promo card from 2011. mission briefing, second to last card. What this does at the end of the day is that a 6/6. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. This is before I put it in, this is what it looks like. This is a promo card that I received about 13 years ago. So I don't know if they're going to like if this copy is like expensive or not. If it is, I'm happy to get rid of it. If it's like $5 or $6, I won't. But that's I don't know. It's doubtful. To be honest with you. Oh God, no. Yeah, but oh, there's another card I missed. Sorry. Uh, I don't think I looked through everything. Okay, so let's go ahead. Set and relook to get everything a little bit closer there. We'll say that these sleeves look great. So, I mean, if anything, I say that about sleeves. There is definitely that. This one might be worth something, you know, it's like in the comment. Well, let's see. That being stable. Reverberate. I don't think it's going to be worth much, but we'll take that. Uh, Look at the slow ring. I already have a copy of it, so I'm not worry about that. This is a really, really old fireball, so we're going to have to take a look at that. It's so old, it does not have a date on it. I think it's beta. So I don't necessarily know. I'll show it to you guys. I'll show it here in a second. I don't know. This is very old and it's in very good condition. So I don't know why I was even playing with it. I'm not entirely sure. But if you look on the bottom, usually it'll have a date on it. This one does not. So that's when you know it's like one of the first um, fireballs that's been made. The only thing that takes away from its value is that it has a white border, so your printed stuff. So from the original set, but it's still like the original artwork and stuff. So go ahead and take a look at that. Let's do that first because I'm curious. Again, if it's one of those cards that are just like blown out of proportion, then I can let it go. I don't think it is though. Um, it's not fifth edition, so it's got to be. It's not 1994. It's not Onyx have a date on the bottom. Can't mention the other button. It's that one. Okay, so It's from Unlimited. It's what it's called. Limited edition is pretty much just like they made a set that's cheaper so that people with less money can still play. But this is talking like way back then, like 1994, I think the game came out, and it's only like 79 cents. So, but I mean, that's still cool. I still love it. I probably won't stay away the game on cases. But I love that. Uh, I think this is the only copy that they ever made of this card. Printed in 2012. Jesus Phantasm. So this one was pretty popping when it was in, what's it called? Standard back then. Just because it was already a one drop, 1/1 flyer. But then if your opponent had 10 or more cards in the graveyard, then it gets +4/+4. So if you have a mill deck like this one, you just throw it out there. Hey, got a 5/5 flyer. It's Jesus Phantasm. Yeah, I did. It's still 17 cents. It's worth more than some of the others in the box, so that's cool. You put that right on the page. Reverberates. This one is this copy was made in 2000. That's such a weird printing. 2010. 2010. Copyist. Whether you control it or not, you can copy it for 2 red. And choose new targets for that. Reverberate. Congratulations. You're a dog. Soul Ring is another one, but that one's been reprinted by like a motherfucker. 123. 123. No, that's not dollars. It's around different copies that's out there. This one looks like it's to be. It's from Commander Editions. It's only like 80 cents. But there's different copies. Like if I put in like not in like best match, but like price high. There's like an if you have like an Alpha Soul Ring, like from way back then, it's for $74. It really depends on like the copy that you have. If you have the Elven Soul Ring from the which does the same thing, it's just for Elven from the Lord of the Rings set. It's for $725. It's a crazy popular card. The Dwarven Soul Ring is for 192. Um, Stuff like that. I mean, it's a fucking crazy card. To be honest with you. That one in particular, no. That one's about $1. So be damned if we play around with a piece of cardboard worth more than $100. You know? You know what I'm saying? And so now, what I can do, these three are going to go. I can only go into my cell phone. Pretty much. The buying top, I'm going to keep, say, that's part of my baby. So this is definitely going to go into my new deck. So now what I'm doing is just kind of like organize them. Because I know the cards are going to potentially go into a trade for a box play, potentially. Or I could technically mean it and no one puts. So this one. The only thing I don't like doing about trading is that when you trade it at a card shop, they have to make a profit off you. So it's kind of a hike anyway. But if I see cards that I really don't want, then it's not a big deal to me. I don't care to have it and do as you will. Kind of like mentality. This one goes into the new deck. I have a set of cards right here somewhere that are all going. This one. I just don't know what's going to be done with it. I really don't. I mean, for all I know, like I could probably do really sing about using. Yeah, it's very no sense of keeping it around. The trade binder. What's the period instrument about that? How much was that? I do technically have enough to trade for another box. That's not gonna be a box opening. That's my story. Okay. On to this. Why are you back? Oh, because you're a $5 card alone. Okay, that's fine. No, I thought I had. Am I blind? Or did I just set the file set somewhere else? I don't know. But I had. Huh. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I had some more in the boxes, but I had like a decent stack of like these atrocity spells set aside. It's a sliding door, that's why. Dude, what a door behind you. Whatever. Happens. That might be worth a couple more bucks here and there with all this stuff in here, but I would have to reconsider what I'm actually doing. Like, actually, do you want to go to deck or not? So as of right now, I have I don't know if I'll waste my time like that. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the comments or anything like that at this point. Um, there's just those three. And those are every way to do that. What I can obviously do is put the cards in a separate page to the one for the ones that I knew I was going to be able to trade pretty easily. So I'll have to. I was sick. I don't stack. I did double stack this one. Oh, then I think it was this one as well. I'll have to recheck the price on that. This one. What you doing there for? Dude. No, this is another Jonesy card. Let's the other. There's a couple more. Is it this one? Different heroes? No. No, this one's it. So just looked it up today. We put these in one page. Definitely. Oh, this one. This one. And then hopefully, whenever I get a box, Someone decided to try to cuff me. So I'm doing the math correctly. Actually, what I'm going to do, I have, technically here I have like 16 plus 12, 28. This one's 18, 76, 38, 46. This is 14, so 60, 15, 75. So that's 80, 92, 97, 107, plus another 18 is 125, 135. I have $165 back in this one page that I could trade that I know I'm not going to use. So what I have to call. You know what? What I'm going to do? Let's look it up, see if they're going to be open. Oh, wait, no, that's Christmas later. It's supposed to be open. Okay, let's look at the number. I don't really know the store numbers. Um, okay, so I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open. I'm gonna. So, I have one other one. So they are gonna be open for now. I just have to call them. I haven't still. But you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for that card, give them a call, and see if I can pick up a box, and I'll probably open it tonight. We'll see. All right. See ya.